Hi, good afternoon everyone. My name is Vinay. I'll take just few slides to walk you through this. Hopefully, I'll be able to communicate the message. AgriMart is a agri relationship platform, as we call it. It's agri relationship platform for food processors, commodity traders, artists, and farmers. As you would see in subsequent slide, we have a little different approach to eventually reaching to farmers and the farming community. A few highlights: it's a SaaS-based model, so it's available off the cloud for people to use it. Its mobile component is there. We have a GPS component, and we use the mobile phone's camera feature for a lot of visual inputs and etc. And we do have ERP integration at the back end for manufacturers who want to use it. I can just go to the next slide. Yeah. I guess I'll just move one by one. If you could help me with this.
Yes.
Okay, so what's AgriMart? It discusses few modules in it. I'll quickly tell you about this. We realized that if you see our entire theme around this platform is to facilitate the trade, and we believe that if you facilitate the trade, you're eventually going to create a pull effect for everyone in the agri ecosystem to come on the platform and create that inclusion effect for everyone. So you can see that theme in the modules. Mandi purchase is basically facilitating APMC purchase. Typically, what we are trying to do is give this platform to manufacturers who would in turn use it along with their ecosystem of artiyas, kacha artiyas, or the agri brokers, as we understand call them, and farmers, of course, to facilitate APMC purchase or mandi purchase or collection center purchase. So essentially, you send out instructions, manufacturers send out instructions to their agents, field agents, purchase officers for what they want to buy, at what quality they want to buy, and these field agents actually execute the trade with farmers or whoever brings the produce to the mandi or to the collection center. And then the entire module helps them ship the material to the manufacturer. There's huge value for the manufacturer because they get a lot of transparency in the process with their trade happening with the artiyas. And in turn, that brings transparency and inclusion with the farmers and the bottom of the pyramid entities. We've given functionalities for traders to actually benefit from it, so that adoption gets driven. We've given functionalities for manufacturers to benefit from it, so that they are encouraged to use it. Essentially, that's all it does. Farmer outreach is one module which doesn't facilitate trade, but in fact, it's just indirectly helps build a relationship between the manufacturer, trader, and the farmers. If I can again go to the next slide. Quickly tell you, maybe I can just use it this way. Just to give you an idea who's already in AgriMart, as you can see, very few manufacturers as of now. But what it does is that 4 manufacturers bring about 400 subscribers who are using this system in the field, which actually means trade is happening across, it facilitates trade across 700 mandis, 900 artiyas already, 4,000 kacha artiyas, and about 1,200 crore of purchase in last 1 year, which is about $200 million US. We believe if we continue to facilitate trade, it will create that inclusion effect right to the bottom of the pyramid. These are some of the screen shots, and give you a glimpse of what the platform is. I'll just quickly go through them. This is something that I was talking about earlier. You send out instructions. It's available on the mobile phone in terms of what is to be purchased at what price and what quality. The moment you execute a trade, either in the mandi or at the collection center, you can actually capture that transaction. When you capture that, you are actually capturing the transaction with the farmer, or at least with the kacha artiya, which gives a lot of benefit to the manufacturer and the traders themselves, so they have a reason to do that actually immediately. There are these functionalities like in-field deal capturing the factory shipment. There is a robust integration with the ERP system, so entire finance gets integrated with the ERP system. Again, big encouragement for people who are involved in the process to be actually using it, because it's just not information sharing, it's actually facilitating the transaction. What we do then is that we give agri-purchase intelligence. If you're buying from 200 mandis or collection centers, that's really quick. Huh? So you get an idea about where those places are, where you can get the best trade, so that you can optimize your instruction to those places the next day and benefit from that actually. I'm just going to go through some of these slides. This will just give you an idea of what we've done. Yeah. In-field crop inspections and etc. will facilitate entire managed farming or contract farming scenario. That's our vision, huge thing to be aiming for, but we're very serious about it. We want to take the trade route to be achieving that. What I want to request you is, the idea was more to tell you what we're doing. It was also to kind of seek support from all of you. This region is a huge region with millions of farmers. I think a lot of you have converged here who are doing something or the other very important in their own way. If you find something that you can do with us, please come forward, talk to us, we can collaborate. We believe that if we collaborate, we put all these things together, we can reach out to definitely much larger audience. Yeah, thank you. And thanks to Emilian for giving us the opportunity.
I just whispered something into the ears of the core organizer, Ridwan, the core organizer. I somehow feel that a lot of good work is happening and we are not doing justice by rushing through everything. For instance, I could get some hang of it and frankly I couldn't understand everything. So, try and be a bad person one day, have lunch at 2, is that alright? Lunch at 2, I think 5 minutes plus 1 or 2 minutes of questions. Basically that's important, and then we'll have lunch at 2. Because at 2:30 there's another session in this very room. Otherwise we would have gone on after lunch also. Right? So I think let's do like that. Anybody has any questions for him? See, frankly speaking, what he was trying to emphasize, because of the shortage of time, that got skipped when he came to the crux of the slide and the bell went off. So yeah, you have a question.
Yeah, I just want to know I couldn't get the entire ecosystem of how the application.
My bad. I didn't do well to communicate the idea, but yeah.
Start to kind of a
how the ecosystem works. So right now we're just focused on going to people who are buying agri-produce from whatever source. Either they're buying from mandis, or they're buying from collection centers, or they're doing managed farming or contract farming with farmers directly. So we go to these manufacturers or processors and then say, we have a system that will help you facilitate this entire process, bring you this benefit, and we also have reasons for your partners like traders or the middlemen or the eventual supplier, the farmer, to benefit from it. So it helps the entire ecosystem. First of all, it helps you. So you use it. So one manufacturer accepts it. That means you have, let's say 200, a big manufacturer will bring in about 200 traders. Behind him will be about 5,000 sub-traders, and behind him about 10,000 farmers. So that's how this entire ecosystem works, right? Eventually what we want, so directly we're not impacting the farmers today, but I think the whole thought process is that if you facilitate trade, that's the best way to create a pull effect for the bottom of the pyramid, and eventually what we'll do is create a network effect and bring the farmer closest to the manufacturer or the processor. That gives him a lot of money.
So Aratiyas and sub-Aratiyas still remain in the system? They
do as of now. And I believe they're going to remain in our system in future as well.
No, I mean there are ways of like if the buyer, if he or she happens to be a manufacturer, they'll be too happy if they can give out a price to the farmer directly.
Yeah, but then right now it's just impractical. At least we feel that way because there is a lot of other allied services like transportation and etc. that has to come in picture. Also the right buyer has to match with the right seller. Buyer who's wanting to buy 1,000 metric ton cannot talk to a supplier who's supplying just 1 metric ton.
I mean, we'll talk about it in detail during the lunchtime, because vision of the agriculture ministry is that person doesn't necessarily have to be confined to the mandis and to Aratiyas and Rome. I mean, we created something very, very simple. Since we have this 70 lakh odd farmers who are selling growing particular commodity, and there are some buyers. So buyer registers and defines the jurisdiction. The farmers falling in the jurisdiction growing that crop, they automatically get a message as to what price and valid till when, and then they'll sell directly. So this Arathiya system, which is there, which is probably an important system in India, it takes away a margin.
I understand.
Yeah. So we'll talk about it during lunchtime. Thank you very much for an
Yeah,
excellent
thanks.
presentation.
Yeah.